After the U.S. officially recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, President Trump insists he is still working on his peace plan. Israel, though, just dealt a blow to the possibility of a two-state solution by enacting a law that makes it much more difficult to negotiate any part of Jerusalem. The city, of course, now the U.S. recognizing as the capital of Israel. It's the most sensitive, perhaps the most important issue in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Our Oren Liebermann joins us now from Jerusalem with the latest. Technically, what this law does, Oren, is change the number of votes needed for something, but it's something incredibly important.
Right. It requires an even larger majority of Israel's parliament to cede or to give up any part of Jerusalem to a foreign entity. Obviously, that would be the Palestinians in negotiations. It essentially tries to take Jerusalem off the table in negotiations by requiring such a large majority. Because Jerusalem is so central, such an important part of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, it makes any pursuit of a two-state solution all that much more difficult. It has a second part here. It also allows Israel's parliament to essentially change the borders of Jerusalem on its own, to redraw the municipal map. That allows it to pursue a plan that would remove Palestinian neighborhoods from Jerusalem in an attempt to ensure Jerusalem's Jewish majority as the capital of Israel there. Poppy?
And what does this do to the president's hope for a two-state solution? I mean, the work that Jared Kushner, Jared Greenblatt are doing on that front, does it make it all but impossible? Does it make it much more difficult?
All but impossible is probably the right way to look at it at this point. It was a long shot to begin with, ever since Trump took office. And then when he recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, the Palestinians walked away and said, look, we no longer view the U.S. as the impartial negotiator here. We're not dealing with whatever it is Trump has planned. In fact, at this point, after the latest law that was just passed, the Palestinians have said this is a declaration of war against the Palestinian people. And it shows that the Israel and the U.S. are no longer interested in a just and lasting peace. Now it's become even more difficult after that, because now Israel has attempted to take Jerusalem off the table, which means Trump not only has to deal with the Palestinian challenge, he now has to deal with the Israeli challenge. And yet, as of recently, he still insists he's pursuing the ultimate deal. The question is, how? Because it no longer looks, Poppy, as if there's some reasonable way to try to get both sides to the table and to actually negotiate the issues here.